Alzheimer's drugs from Eli Lilly and Biogen are offering promise to the 6.5 million Americans living with the disease. Here now for more on how innovation from Big Pharma is affecting venture capital flows into health tech. We bring in Abby Miller-Levy, co-founder and managing partner of Primetime Partners. Abby, it's great to have you here. We brought up Alzheimer's. Is that the primary place that funds are heading?
Absolutely. It's a great question. I work in the longevity sector, which is about a $2 trillion industry across everything from healthcare to financial services to housing. And within that, Alzheimer's research is probably the largest funding base in life sciences.
Right, Alzheimer's. Well, and because finally it's showing a financial return. Once you can bring some drugs to market and they appear to be working, then, I can kind of understand how it works out. A lot of other longevity things, though, connect the dots for me on what makes for a good investment.
What makes for a good investment in this space is recognizing that the population is going to double in size in terms of those age 65 and older. And within that, there becomes a whole slew of services that's required to help us age more successfully. Healthcare services, telemedicine has unlocked that in terms of all the aging in place opportunities. You have opportunities in senior living and real estate rebounding post-COVID. But if you look at the drug makers, what's very interesting about the Alzheimer's drug is that actually it hasn't had a huge impact yet on the stock prices of the companies formulating and distributing these drugs. And that is because we are just in the early innings of proving efficacy. The most recent drug by Eisai, Japanese pharmaceutical maker, shows that the efficacy is around a 27% delay in symptoms of Alzheimer's. That is also inhibited by the distribution method, which is still intravenous, which requires a huge lift on behalf of the healthcare system. So this is really early innings of the research evolving to target the proteins causing Alzheimer's, and we will see a lot more in this sector. For me, in terms of investing, go ahead.
No, I obviously want to get to your answer. I was just saying, it's exciting when you see all these startups like NeuroTrack and BrainCheck and Ripple and Remo and Isaac Health. So what were you going to say, though, in terms of the investment piece?
Well, that now that there is finally the availability of pharmaceuticals, it is unlocking what we need in the healthcare system. We need better diagnostics like BrainCheck and NeuroTrack. And in fact, there's a $100 million fund funded by Gates and Bezos and Lauder to work on new diagnostics. So we need to improve our diagnostics side of the industry. We need to improve our care management side of the industry. There's a 19% shortage in neurologists, an average wait time of 30 to 45 days. So new telemedicine care management businesses are starting to address this shortage. And then, of course, there's prevention, which is really more of a consumer health care play, because most of the prevention is around delaying or removing the amyloid protein buildup in the brain, which is behavioral health, such as, inflammation, what you eat, sleep, et cetera. So all of those three areas are really hot topics right now in healthcare VC.
Yeah, although, listen, the cost of capital is higher than it once was. Venture, Silicon Valley, should we say, is a little bit quieter than it once was. And I was reading Michael Sembelis over at JP Morgan, his kind of post-mortem of the IPO and SPAC wave of the past couple of years. And interestingly enough, the worst culprits were the biotech IPOs. They were terrible performers. So for people listening who are like, listen, I've been burned in biotech, I don't want to go that route. You mentioned a couple of other avenues here, but do you think that you kind of have to maintain biotech exposure for that one unicorn that's going to break out and be a great investment? Or would you say go the treatment and diagnostic and some of those other routes?
Well, right now, all the money is still in pharmaceuticals and when it comes to Alzheimer's and dementia. And that is because the average price is around $26,000 per patient per year on these drugs, which right now Medicare has approved. And Medicare covers 70% of patients with Alzheimer's and dementia. So I still think that biotech is where the opportunity to make money, but you have to have that risk profile and not be an uneducated investor in the space. Yeah. So I still think it's a good place to be. In terms of the other avenues, as you mentioned, I mean, M&A in healthcare is up 60% in terms of digital healthcare this year over last year. And there are a lot of incumbents waiting on the sidelines for this huge bubble of digital health to rationalize frankly, and almost run out of money so they can scoop them up.